All right, everybody, we're going to get started. Hopefully you all had a good weekend. A little bit chilly this Monday morning here in Michigan. Thought we were done with this weather, but here we are again. We're going to start with some deep breaths in. So bringing our arms up, pausing as we get to the top, exhaling as we bring our arms back down. Okay, and we'll do 10 of these here. So coming up, pause, and down. Two. Three. Four. Five. Six. Seven. Eight. Nine. 10. Next, we're going to go straight into some power ups in that seated position. So our trunk is going to come down towards our lap. We're going to push and then open at the chest. So we'll do 5 here. Coming down, power up. That's 1. Down, power up. That's 2. Down, power up. That's 3. Down, power up. That's 4. Down, power up. That's 5. Next, we're going to do our reaches across our body. We'll alternate until we get to 10. So with this one, I'm reaching across my body, coming back into a neutral position. Then that opposite hand is going to reach across. So I'm pivoting at my hips. And we'll alternate until we get to 10 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Next, we're going to do our rows with our forward bend. So as I'm coming forward with my trunk, I'm reaching really long. My fingers are going to be out wide spread. As I come to sit up, I'm going to squeeze in between my shoulder blades. And we'll do 5 here. Coming forward. 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Next, we're going to do some posterior pelvic tilts. So with this, I'm going to tuck my tailbone under. When I do that, I should feel those muscles in my belly tighten and then coming up into that neutral position. So I'll show you what it looks like from the side as well. Tuck my tailbone and come up. Okay. And we'll do 5 into this position here. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And next I'm going to tilt up. So coming up with my right hip, back to neutral position, up with my left hip. Okay. And we'll alternate until we get to 10 with this one. So up, right hip, down, left hip, down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Next, we're going to warm up those muscles in our neck. So we'll start with alternating in between looking up and looking down. We're going to alternate until we get to 10. So as I look up, that's 1, down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now I'm going to start in a neutral position and look over the right shoulder. We'll do 5 in that direction, and then we'll switch to the left side. So looking to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, we'll do our shoulder circles. We're going to do 5 going backwards and then 5 coming forwards. Ready? Shrugging up and back. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then reverse. 1, 2, 4, 5. Good. Next, we're going to do some flutter wrists. So we're going to start with one hand up into this position. The wrist is going to be flexed down. We're going to alternate until we get to 10. 1, 2. We're going to interlace our fingers next. We're going to bring our hand towards our chest, and then we're going to push out. When we push out, we want to feel that stretch in between our shoulder blades too. So pulling those shoulder blades apart. We'll do 5 here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Next, we're going to alternate coming up onto our toes, down, back onto our heels. And we'll alternate with this one until we get to 10 as well. Coming up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Opening up at the hips, we're going to take a big step out and then a big step in. We'll do 5 on one side and then switch to the opposite side. So stepping out, that's 1. And try to really exaggerate that step and stop. 2, 3, 4, 5. And the opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then last, we're going to do some marching. So opposite arm, opposite leg. We'll alternate until we get to 10. So coming up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Well, let's get started. So for today, we have 3 exercises that we'll cycle through twice. So with each exercise, we'll do a minute on, 30 seconds off to transition to the next exercise. The first one that we're going to do in that first round will be heel taps with an opposite arm jab with the hand weights, and we'll do that in the seated position. Next, we're going to go into a standing position. And we're going to do our power step, but we're going to reach up, middle and low reaches with those. And all these will look. And then the third one, we're gonna do on the floor in a 4-point position. So on all fours on our hands and legs. And we're gonna do a pull through. So working on those abdominal muscles. Okay, so that first one, we grab our hand weights and I'll just show you real quickly. We're gonna punch out. If I'm punching out with my right, I'm gonna tap my heel with my left foot, back in, and then opposite. Okay, so that's how that first exercise will look. Then we're gonna come up into the standing position. You can do this one with or without weights, or with or without holding on to the chair. So my power step, let me see if I can get myself in this full frame here so that you can see. We're going to do that power step. We'll start with reaching to that middle, back in, reaching high, back in, and reaching low. So we're shifting our weight over to the side. We can use our hand weights here if we want to. We can also do it holding on to the chair as well. This one, we're going to alternate sides as well. So I know typically we'll do them all on one side and then switch on to the other side. But for today, we'll step out together, reach out high together, reach out low together, and then switch. Okay. So then that mid, high, low reach. Okay. So a little bit of thinking with the patterns. Next, we're going to get into that all four position with our yoga mats. So I want to make sure that my hands are right underneath my shoulders, my knees are underneath my hips. I'm going to set that hand weight to the side of my arm. So from this position here, I'm going to take my left hand and go underneath my right, pull through and to the side, and then switch. So now my right hand is going through that little loophole and I'm pulling through. If I want to make this challenging, I can get more in a planked position, or I can even come all the way up into my planked position. Okay. All right. So we'll get started first with that seated. We're going to do our jabs with that opposite heel tap. We'll take off in about 10. Starting. Good. About halfway there. And working on that cross-body coordination. So getting more of that brain activated while we're doing the movement. Also important, that cross-body coordination with walking. We use our arms as a counterbalance. About 10 more seconds here. All right. Next, we're going to do those reaches with our step. So we're alternating with this one. So first we're going to do middle, high, low, and then switch sides. All right, power step and reach middle, step and reach high, step and reach low, switching, step, reach middle, step, reach high, step, reach low, and switch, middle, high, low, middle, high, low. Good, and going at your own pace. Good, less than 10. Good. And getting ready to get into that all four position. Trying to keep those abdominal muscles tight while we're doing it and not letting your back sag. More than halfway there. Under 10 seconds. All right. And if you need to get a drink in about 30 seconds, we'll go into the next set. So those same 3 exercises. All right, taking off in about 5 more seconds. And with our jabs and opposite side heel taps. Ready? We're starting. Good. And we should feel our abdominal muscles working during this one as well, sitting up nice and tall, maintaining our posture. We're about halfway there. Good. Last 5. Good. Transitioning to that standing position with our power step with reaches, middle, high, low. Of course, if you wanted to, you could do this with the hand weight still, if you give yourself a little more challenge, or with holding on to the chair. So you base it on what you need in order to feel challenged, still feeling safe. Okay. And reach together high. Good. Low. Switching sides. Last 20. Ooh, almost messed that one up. Ooh. All right, pulling through. So the trick with this one is just how still can you keep your body with just those arms moving? Halfway there. Under 10. We made it. All right, everybody get a drink of water and we'll head into that second circuit of exercises. So same thing for the format's the same for the next circuit. And 30 seconds to transition to that next exercise. The first one is going to be in a seated position. We're going to do our bow and arrows to a twist and then back in. And same thing, we'll do this alternating sides. We can make this more challenging by having our hand weights with them as well. And then in a standing position, we're going to do a forward lunge. Whichever leg is forward, we're going to twist to that knee and then step back. And then the last one, we're going to get on the floor. We're going to do kind of a modified bird dog. So we'll do all the components of the bird dog, but a little bit more thinking, alternating between our hands and our legs. So I'll show you what those look like. That first one I showed you a little bit already. So we're going to do that seated bow and arrow. And we're going to add a twist into it. So I can use my hand weights. I can do them also without the hand weights. We're going to start in this position, pull back, and then twist out, and then forward. So pull back, the arm comes out, my whole body twists, my head follows my hand, and I come forward. So pulling back, the arm rotates out away from my body, all the way back behind me, back in. Okay. We can do this with or without the hand weights. Next one, we're going to do our forward lunge and then twisting over that front knee. Again, if we want to make this more challenging, we can keep the hand weight and just one. And we'll alternate with this one too. So with this one, I'm gonna lunge forward here, rotate my body, and then stand up tall. I can do this without the weight, holding on to the chair as well. So lunging forward, twisting towards that knee that's in front, stepping back, switching legs, lunging forward, twisting towards that front leg, stepping forward. And then coming down onto the floor. So I know a few of you have done a bird dog before. With the bird dog, we do opposite arm, opposite leg kicking out. We're gonna do very similar to that. We're gonna start in this all four position. We'll start lifting that right leg, our right arm up first. Kicking the left leg out, back down, then left arm comes up, back down, right leg comes out. Okay, so we're doing arm, opposite leg, same side arm, opposite leg. So do right, left leg, left arm, right leg. All right, and ready to take off. So starting with those bow and arrows into a twist. We'll alternate sides here. We'll take off in about 10. All right, let's get started. So bowing, rotating together, pulling my bow, rotating together. Good. Halfway there. Down to the last 10 seconds. We do those lunges with our twists. Lunging forward or taking a step forward. I'm going to do it with my hand weight. And we take off in 10 seconds. Lunging, twist. Good. More than halfway there. Down to the last 5. Good. So those components of bird dog, we can do it if you're not able to get all the way down to the floor. We can do it with the chair option as well. So in this modified all four position, and same thing, opposite arm, opposite leg, arm, leg. All right. Take off in about 5 seconds. So right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg, right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. Good. More than halfway there. Down to the last 10. Whew. All right. Good job, everybody. Go ahead and take a drink of water and we'll get back to it in about 30 seconds. We'll do that second round of exercises. So, looks like we're still waiting for a couple people to return. We'll hold off for a little bit. All right, it looks like everybody's just about back. We'll start with those seated bow and arrows to trunk twists. And we'll take off here in about 10 seconds. Sitting up nice and tall. Good, we're starting. Pulling that bow, twisting together. Less than 30. And down to our last 10. Good. Standing up for those lunges. And always going at your pace. More than halfway there. Good. Down to the last 10. Getting set up for the bird dog components. Deconstructed bird dog. So alternating between our hands and leg kicks. Down to those last 10 seconds. Woo. If you guys need to, you can go get a drink of water. We're going to head into our power series. So for today, we're doing them in that all four positions. So staying down on our hands and knees. Of course, we always have the option of doing it in that seated position as well, if you'd like to. In a moment, we'll wait for everybody to get back and we'll go through those power moves. All right, so in our all four, so starting with that power up, gonna be in our tabletop or all four position. From here, I'm gonna bring my body down and power up. So let's see. I'll show you from the front as well. So coming down, and pushing up. That's my power up. With my power rock, I'm going to rock my weight back here and then rock my weight forward. If I can, I'll drop my hips into this position. If not, I can just come back into that forward position. So my power rock back and forward. Good. My power twist. So now in that all four position, I'm gonna twist under that loophole where my right arm is when I'm using my left. And then I'm gonna twist up towards the ceiling. My head follows my hand. And then, so with that one, we'll alternate between our left and right. We'll do 10 total. And then our power step. We're gonna do it kind of similar to our power up. As we push up, we're gonna bring that leg around in front. Okay. So I'm coming down as I power up. I'm shifting my weight to whatever side is not stepping up, so I can loop that opposite leg around. Okay. We can also do this in a seated position or with a chair into a modified core position. So if I was doing it with the chair, I'm going to do my power up. Good. My power rock back and forward. My power twist and up. And my power step. We're going to do 10 total in each position. And with the power step, and also with our power twists, we're going to alternate between those right and left. So we'll do 10 total with those. That'll give us 5 on each side. All right. Starting with that power up. So coming down and power up. That's 1. Up. That's 2. And down. Up. 3. Up. 4. Up. 5. Up. 6. Up. 7. Up. 8. Up. 9. Up. 10. And 10 power rocks. Good. So I rock back towards my heels. And then bring my weight forward. If I can, I drop my hips. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 2 more. 9. 10. All right, going into our power twist. So we'll alternate with these 5 on each side in between our right, left. So I'm looping under and coming up. That's 1. Now opposite hand loops and up. 2. And down. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. All right, our last one, we have our power step, and same thing, we're gonna alternate between the two, okay? So in between that left and right, we're gonna alternate doing 10 total. I'm gonna shift my weight backwards like I do with my weight shifting one. And as I come up, I'm gonna step and back down, shifting my weight back and up, 2, and shifting my weight back and up, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. The last thing that we're gonna do is we're just gonna flow it all together. So just meaning we're gonna link one move right after the other. Let's just do 3 of these, okay? So I'll show you what those will look like for our power flow. So I'm gonna go straight from my power up into my power rack, into my twist, and opposite side twist, into my step and step. Okay, so we're going to do 3 total of those. Are you ready? So starting with that all 4 power up. Ready? Down, power up, down, rock, forward, back into my get ready position for twist, under, up, and under, up, heading into that step, and opposite leg step. Good, and again into the power up. Power up. Good, rocking back and forward. Good, and twisting. Up. Twist. Up. And our step. And step. And last one. Down. Power up. Good. Rocking back and forward and twisting. Twist and step. All right, good job, guys. Woo. Next, we'll do a cool down. Gotta get a drink of water. We'll do a few stretches. Good. We're going to start with our right hand, reaching it across our body. Our left arm is going to hug it towards our chest. So we're feeling that stretch in the back of our shoulder. And we can do some circles with our wrist here. And then the opposite side, circles, clockwise, counterclockwise. Good. Now that left arm's going to come across, the right arm is going to hug it. We do our wrist circles, clockwise, counterclockwise. We're going to stretch those muscles in our upper shoulder and neck. So we'll bring that right ear towards our right shoulder. Our left hand's going to hold on to the chair. That's going to keep that shoulder from wanting to shrug up on us. And if you want, you can give a little added pressure here. It should feel like a moderate stretch. It shouldn't feel painful. Good. We'll do the opposite side. Now the left ear comes towards the left shoulder. We're going to hold on with that right hand to keep that shoulder from coming up, hiking up on us. If you need to, you can give a little overpressure. Good. Next, we're going to stretch that muscle that connects from the tippy top of our shoulder blade to the base of our head. So you're going to bring your head down and then we'll rotate it towards that left shoulder. And same thing. And the opposite way. I'm going to look down, rotate towards that opposite shoulder, almost as if I'm trying to put my nose into my armpit. So like I can give pressure with this one as well. Good. Next, we're going to bring both shoulders up into a Y position and then pull it down into our W. Okay. And we'll do this 5 times. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. We're going to kick out that right leg. Make sure that it's all the way straight at the knee. Once it's straight at the knee, then we're going to lean our body forward. So we're feeling a stretch in the back of our thigh there. If you bring your toes up towards you, that'll incorporate more of those muscles in the calf as well. We'll switch, picking that left leg out, making sure I'm straight at the knee, and then bending forward at the waist till I feel that stretch in the back of my thigh. Again, it should always feel like a moderate stretch, but never causing pain. I bring my toes towards me. That gives me more of my calf incorporated in that stretch. Good. And I'll stretch those muscles in our trunk. My left hand is going to come to my right thigh. My other hand is going to come onto the chair and I'm going to give a little twist. I'll hold here. We'll go the opposite direction. Now my right hand is going to go to my left thigh. Opposite hand is going to hold on to the chair and I twist. Good. Next, I'm going to interlace my hands and push up towards the ceiling. And then I'm going to gently lean towards one direction. Good. And we'll switch sides. I'm gonna cross my legs into a figure 4 position. And then I'm gonna bring my knee towards my opposite side hip. And I can do some ankle circles while I'm here as well. Good, and switching sides. That figure 4 position. Now my knee comes towards that other hip. And I can do ankle circles. Good. And we're going to end with the butterfly stretch. So interlacing my hands, and then I'm gently going to place them on the back of my neck. I'm going to exhale as I bring my elbows in together and fold forward, rounding my waist. I'm going to take a big breath in as I come up and pulling those shoulder blades apart, or I'm sorry, pulling those elbows apart. We'll do 5 here. So exhaling. Big breath in. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Good job, everybody. Now we're ready to